guys, welcome back to the studio. In this video, I thought I would take you along with me and show you how I photograph the products for my shop and get ready for the shop update, as well as show you the items that I use in my setup. The other thing I was thinking of is trying to make it a little bit more chill, or me relax a little bit by doing a little bit of painting. I don't know how possible that's going to be, considering I'm getting ready for a shop update and how stressful those can be. But yeah, I thought I would do a little bit of painting, and what I'm thinking about painting are these items right here. I found these at my local dollar store, and I guess they're getting ready for Easter and spring, and they have these flowers there. So I think this is a tulip, and then these might either be daisies or sunflowers or something like that. And I thought I would go ahead and paint these in pastel colors, and that I can use them as background props for my product. The other thing I found was this like wall hanging, and I was thinking about using this as a doorknob hanging and put like some cute characters and just make it really cute and use it as like a sign of showing other people when I'm recording and when it's safe to enter or not. I don't know if I have enough time to get to this one today, so we'll see. I might have to save it for another project. So yeah, let's get started and I'll show you what I'm using. The first things first is my camera. So I don't have any fancy camera or anything like that. I actually use my phone, and for my photographs I actually use my everyday phone, which is a Samsung Galaxy S20. I believe it's the FE version. And phones these days, their camera quality is so good that I feel like I'm okay with what I have right now, and I don't feel like I am in the need to invest in anything right now. For example, even the phone that I'm using to film my vlogs, it's an iPhone. I believe it's the XR, and that's not even the newer phone. And I just found out that it can film in 4K. So hopefully that's been helpful with how the quality of my videos are looking. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've just been using the 4K setting and hoping that I'm getting better quality videos. So all I pretty much do with my phone is use a generic microfiber cloth, and I'll clean the lens and ensure there's no dust or fingerprints or smudges on it, so that it wouldn't affect the quality of the photos. And then I would also use the enhancement settings on the phone. So I actually used to use like Lightroom and stuff like that, and I just found that the settings that the phone actually has work amazingly as long as I have good lighting. So I would just use that and enhance the photos and make them look as crisp and clear as possible. And yeah, and try to get them as true to the item, of course, because you don't want to have your photos look completely different and then you know, a customer gets the item and it's not what they see in the photograph. So I find that this is very helpful. They take great photos for what I need it for. I want to show you like the before and after, and I do put a little more effort into things now, just so that everything looks a little bit more professional. So I do think that is still needed, but I am a big fan of efficiency and being able to get more out of the time that you have. Okay guys, here are the finished painted flowers, and I think they came out okay. I could definitely see me using them if I need to. So we have our pastel blue and white center, we have our pink tulip, and then we have a white flower with a yellow middle. And then I felt like I could have just did the same colors on the back, but if I needed a variation of other pastel colors, I also did the yellow and white here, an orange tulip, and I did a green one. And then all the stems got like the sagey green on it. So yeah, I like how they came out, and again, if I feel it looks good with a product, then I'll go ahead and add it in as a prop. Okay guys, so here's my photography setup, and please excuse the audio. My microphone is currently charging right now, and I just wanted to keep vlogging and progressing with the video. So for my photography setup, I do use a foam board in the back to hold up a poster board, and then I have an additional poster board at the bottom. All of these materials you can get at your local dollar store, so it's very inexpensive and cheap. The boards on the side, I made my own DIY diffusers, and all that is foam board, so something sturdy, and I cut out a 2" by 2" trim around it, and I just used a X-Acto knife to cut out the rectangle in the middle, and then I used parchment paper to tape up on the back. So I just had it taut and then taped it up. And parchment paper is something you probably already have lying around, and some masking tape. So very cheap DIY. This is just one whole piece of foam board cut down in half. So yeah, and just to show you a difference, so if you look here, the front part, if I remove the diffuser, you see it casts a pretty harsh shadow. And then if I put the diffuser back, you can see it's pretty much almost gone. So again, the shadow was here, and it works pretty well. So I highly recommend to make your own diffusers. And then what I use to hold everything up are these little acrylic stands, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I have these acrylic stands, and I think they're normally used for like holding up your products and storing products and displaying them. And I got them from Amazon, so if I can remember the link, I'll leave it in the description below. And I think I got the pack of 4 because I didn't need that many, but I think you could get more in a pack. And then all you do is you take the top part, you turn it to go inside the hole here, and then you have these ridges here, and that's going to connect to these so that it can slide back and forth. So I put it in, and I turn it to align, and then it's a little stiff, but it does work. So I have it on backwards for the way I like it. And then I just move it up, and then I'll stick a board on it like that, and then I will pinch it closed to make it nice and taut. That way I don't have like too many items I have to gather to try to hold up my boards. Okay. So it looks like to get rid of this harsh shadow, I'm going to have to get something to prop up. And yeah, it got rid of the shadow. So I have 2 acrylic holders here holding up the back piece, and then I have 1 and 1. And that pretty much gets rid of that. If I need something to hold this up, I'll just prop it up. And now I can add accent colors in my products. So I'm gonna start working on that. And the first product I'm going to try to attempt to photograph and get clean shots of is this coaster. So yeah, let's get started. So while I'm finishing up editing the pictures for the listings, I wanted to test out this paper. I can't really remember why I bought this paper, but I figured I don't have business cards, and instead of sending them out to get manufactured, I can go ahead and test out this paper. This is the Spectrum Noir Ultra Smooth Premium White Cardstock. It is 100-pound paper. It does says that it provides an ultra smooth finish for professional results when used with alcohol-based markers or with stamping and digital printing of images. So it received really good reviews, and they allowed you to get like a small sample if you want. So this is a 20 pack, and if it does print out very well, I'm considering getting like a larger pack. So let's go ahead and test out these business cards and see how it turns out. Okay guys, here are the business cards, and I don't get the height. I don't know if it's just me nitpicking or what, but if you look really closely, you can definitely see some splotchy and some graininess of it. No matter what I did with the printer settings and the computer settings, I just could not get that to go away. I have a Canon Pixma, and I believe it's the IP8720. When I use the Canon matte paper, this does not come out like this. It's smooth. When I did the artwork, I just used flat colors. I didn't do any texturing, and I didn't do much gradients or anything. The only gradient was in the sun. So I'm not sure why, for whatever reason, it's coming out this way. I know Canon can be very finicky about not using Canon paper, but I could not find a Canon cardstock. If you know of any Canon cardstock that's like 100 pounds or more, please leave a comment down below, because I would really like to get my hands on some Canon cardstock. Otherwise, I have to use an off-brand, or if you know of an off-brand that works well with Canon Pixma, Canon printers and the inks that Canon use, leave that in a comment down below, because I would like to test that paper out. But for this, I think I would just get them professionally done. I do like the colors. I do like the design. So this is the front. And this is the back. Let me focus that for you. Yeah. And I really like how it came out. But I don't like the quality of colors. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's not flat enough. I feel like it's a little too grainy for me, for the design that I used. If I used grainy design and grainy textures in the actual artwork, then I can expect that, but I don't know. I don't know if I like how they came out. But hopefully no one else minds. Tell me what you think. Am I overreacting and nitpicking? Would you use the business cards if they came out like this? Do you think it's perfectly fine? I am going to use them, and hopefully no one would mind. Like, I'll put them in orders, and when I'm going out and about, if people ask for a business card, I will give them one. I'm still going to use them because I have a bunch of them here, but maybe when I make future ones, if I can find like some kind of Canon cardstock, I'll try that, and if not, maybe I'll just get them professionally done. So tell me what you think. Also, I jumped on the bandwagon for this nail color. I mean, I did do it like about a month or 2 months ago, with the same kind of flowers and everything, but I saw artists using this color for spring, and I figured since I used it already, I would like to use it again. So yeah, anyway, enough of that. Let me show you what it looks like when I add a listing to the Etsy shop and what the photographs look like. Okay guys, so we have about half of the items so far up here drafted on Etsy, and I just wanted to give you a little look at it. I did the best I could for the lighting that I had. I'm still a newbie to photography, but I'm really trying hard at it. Sorry for like that computer graininess, but I'm just trying to give you like a better look. And so let's just click on one. So this is like one of the better ones. Okay, so that's pretty much what the photographs look like. It'll probably look better on your screen. Mine is pretty dark right now, and even though I have the lighting all the way up. And yeah, so I just put out all the photographs and the video, which is down here. So I try my best to always include a video now. And then we have our title. And then, sorry for the scrolling. Then I always like to put like a little description here, and then I give the size and the material that's made out of, and in this case it's also available in a holographic finish. I like to tell you how I package it because I'm trying to be as eco-friendly as possible. And then I also put my social media so that if the customer wants to follow me or stay updated in one of these, they have the link to that. And then we do our tags. Now, I am currently working with eRank. There is a beginner free one, and so you can go out there and use a free version and try to look at the SE competitiveness and searchability. And I'm just trying my best with that right now. I am trying to get better at SEOs, but it is difficult. And you know, I'm just trying to see what tags I can use out there to make my products more seen and viewed and possibly make sales. And then over here we have our pricings. And this, again, you have two variations. Obviously lamination is going to cost a little bit more because it's an extra added material on the print. And then we have our shipping information. That's pretty much it. So again, I have about half of the listings up here. I have about 7 more to put up there. If you're interested and you're new and you want to check out the shop and support me in that way, or if you kind of like the content you've been seeing and you want to see more and you have any more questions or other information you would like to know about that I do, just go ahead and leave a comment down below and go ahead and subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you are notified when I post a video. And that's pretty much it. I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for your support. Bye!